Hello everyone, this is Formula 1 Championship Edition, and if you like Formula 1, please subscribe. As you can see, I qualified 11th there. We are in Estoril, and this race didn't actually make the 97 calendar because of upgrades of happening to the track. So they end up replacing it with Jerez, which we'll do next. But as you see, I qualified mid-pack, so let's go on to the grid here and get this race underway. I'm kind of curious how this one will go.
Welcome to the Portuguese Grand Prix here at Estoril. This is a very demanding course. It's one that's a favourite testing ground with many of the teams. That means, of course, that the drivers know it's 2.7 miles very well. But even so, corners like the new uphill chicane and the final parabolica can give them some problems. 1996 saw the third Williams victory there
Teammate
in 3
17th.
years. And that's a record Frank Williams is going to be very eager to maintain.
I'm surprised I had that good of a qualifying lap. My engine blew in practice, so I didn't really get to practice.
Well, we're nearly ready
So
for
qualifying was my
practice.
practice.
On the grid. The red lights are beginning
So
to
we'll see if
come
we can do
on.
any better in 11th, or if our car can even withstand it. Last time it was quite interesting.
Beginning to darken, and if I look up from the
Wow.
commentary box, I can see quite a few clouds overhead now. Straight down towards turn 1 they come. Beautiful.
Wow, we're
And
up to
he
7th.
goes through. He's managed to get past Irvine. That's exactly the start he would have wanted. Superb.
We're up to 4th.
Moving
Wow.
nicely through the field now. That's 4th.
So hard for me to know when to shift when all those other cars around me, because I like to depend on the hearing, but now I got to depend on visually of what's happening. Alright, so we're in 4th place, right behind Michael Schumacher.
The car in front will be getting worried after that lap time.
Wow, we're on the podium now.
That's moved him to 3rd place.
We're in dry conditions. I know at the very start of the race.
Actually going faster than the race leader over the first section of the course.
Wow, that's incredible. At the very beginning.
Let's see how they stand now. The race leader,
I heard some
Williams,
banging.
number 1.
Sound like some cars behind me
In
hitting each
2nd
other.
position, Heitz Harold Frenson. In 3rd position, Jan Magnussen. In 4th place, Michael Schumacher. In 5th place, Gerhard Berger. In 6th, Jean Alesi. Oh no! He's just hit Frenson.
Heinz Harold Frenson right ahead of me here. That's pretty exciting.
His lap time is quicker than the car he's chasing.
Tried to pass on the outside there. Whoa, overshot that one.
He's just hit Frenson.
This is pretty tight here, racing with Heinz Harald Frentzen, and the leader's just ahead of us.
Incredible! He's ducking and diving all over the place trying to get past. They just touched, I think. There doesn't seem to be any damage.
He just about took me off the track there.
The gap is increasing. He never, ever gives up.
Wow, we're up to second.
That's into
Right
second
behind
position.
Jacques Villeneuve. '97 champion. I think so anyways, based on my memory. My memory is not perfect.
That
This is
was
pretty cool.
actually a better first split than the current leader.
To be up here competing with such great racers in dry conditions. Whoa, how about went the wrong way there, and we lost the spot.
It all the more difficult for him to win here today.
Yep. Oh no, there's a car stop. Well, I ended up getting the spot back after all, I guess.
Second place.
But I've lost some ground on first place. We're 2 seconds behind Jacques Villeneuve.
The top positions are first, Williams #1. In second, Jan Magnussen. In third place, Heinz Harald Frentzen. In fourth position, Michael Schumacher. In fifth, Gerhard Berger. In sixth place, Jean
I
Alesi.
think I see some raindrops. This is going to change up something here.
He's closing
with the
the
rain.
gap.
So I don't know if we should pit this lap or next lap.
He's coming up from behind now. There's a light drizzle beginning to come down now. Up into first position.
Oh, I think he pitted.
Fuel's getting low. Get ready to come in.
Okay. Oh. I did only put 6 laps in. I meant to put in 20. I did have the second car set up with that. I didn't switch to it. So rain's coming at the perfect time. We had the right amount of fuel to make it, I think. So we'll need 29 laps of fuel when we pit. Be switching tires to the wet or inners, wet or monsoon.
This rain will undoubtedly cause some problems for the drivers if it continues.
So we just passed for the lead right before Jacques Villeneuve decided to pit. Oop, it's getting a little slick out here.
Fuel's getting low. Get ready to come in.
and he crosses the white line into the pit, down to 75 miles per hour.
All right.
They can't afford to make a single mistake in the pits. It's absolutely vital. Everyone does their job perfectly.
Probably a little bit of lengthy pit stop, but we gotta make sure we make it to the
team
end.
will have wanted to get him away faster than that.
Yeah, we started out with quite less fuel than everybody else. So. Which probably, oh man, it's so slick already.
Martin, that looked as if he just rubbed the wall there. That's down, 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 out of second place.
Man, the track's just changed so much since last time through here. Wow, everybody's faster than me here.
He's collided with Alesi.
Man, I almost wish it remained dry conditions.
Unless he manages to get back past.
Woo-wee. This is interesting. It's a completely different track.
Something must be wrong. He's dropping back. He's hit Michael Schumacher.
Maybe it's not wet enough for them to really slow down much. I don't know. It's amazing how much faster they can drive than me. Whoa.
Brilliant.
Okay, now they're starting to slow down. Maybe they were on dry tires.
Moving nicely through the field now. That's four. Race order. In first place, Williams #1. Second, Heinz Harald Frentzen. In third place, Gerhard Berger. In fourth place, Jan Magnussen. In fifth, Jean Alesi. In sixth place, Michael Schumacher. We're now
it sounds like they're all over me.
a quarter of the way through the race.
Maybe how much fuel I have on board. Maybe they went with less fuel because they think the rain will let up. I don't know. Less pit stops.
These sort of conditions may be extremely difficult, but they do bring out the best.
Looks like
in
we're
the
catching
drivers.
third place though.
He's closing the gap.
He's only young, but he really shows a talent beyond his years.
It looks like there was a coming together there.
Yeah, he just cut me off. Alright, we're back on the
He's
podium
got
now.
through to third.
I think I see
That's
second.
an excellent second split, faster than the race leader.
Alright, now it's getting wet enough. Maybe I'm a little bit faster because conditions are a little bit more treacherous. And I tend to do better the worse the conditions.
He's moved up to second place. Unbelievable! The car in front will be getting worried after that lap time. He's accelerating hard now.
I think it took me a little while to get adjusted to the track conditions, but once I did, I was able to figure out how to maneuver on these corners here. So in practice, my engine just started missing, and I was like, I'm not really going to get any good times out of this. So rather than just waiting for it to engine blow and me to, you know, just be off on my points of braking and stuff like that through practice, I went ahead and just ended the practice run because there wasn't much point once it started missing. Alright. Is this Jacques Villeneuve?
He's actually
It
faster
is.
than the race leader at split 2.
Well, just past the
That's
race
into
leader.
first place.
So I can pass him in wet or dry. That's pretty cool.
Oh no! He's hit the Canadian.
Oh, he passed me. Good job.
He's lost the lead. What a disaster.
Oh, what a disaster. Well, you can't lead every lap.
It looks as though the rain is beginning to ease off a bit.
Maybe that's how he's getting back past me again. It looks like somebody else is catching me now that the rain is letting up.
It's important in the wet to use the whole track, drive intelligently and creatively, and find the areas of grip.
Yep, they're passing me back now.
That's made it all the more difficult for him to win here today.
I wish it'd rain harder.
In first place, Williams #1. In second, Heitz Harold Frankson. Third, Jan Magnussen. He's lost third place.
Wow.
Let's look at the lap times now. He's down on the leader.
I wish it would come a monsoon. That's when I do the best. This like in between rain and not rain is difficult for me, I think. Well, I keep losing spots.
Napping there. We're coming up to a third of the way through the race now. That's blown his hopes of championship points. One thing we might see this year is drivers having problems with cramp. All the teams have followed Williams' lead from last year and positioned their drivers lower in the car, reclined further back with their feet raised upward. Yes! Of course, the reward for driving like this should be vital points for the driver and the team.
Well, I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if it's starting to rain heavier, that's why I passed them back. It seems like they're not catching me as fast now. Yep, and I'm catching this car back. So, it must be the rain's getting heavier. The worse the conditions, the better I do.
Fifth position now.
So I've passed the leader twice in this race. Whoa, man!
That's
I
a
gotta.
Stewart. Martin, that looked as if he just rubbed the wall there. He's been overtaken. Fifth position now.
Well, we need a heavier rain here. It looks like there's more water coming off my car now, so I'm hoping it's actually getting heavier. That way I can catch back up to the leader and maybe win this thing. It'd be great to have our 4th Grand Prix win of the season here in the next to last race of the season.
And the gap is closing.
Yeah, I think I
He's
see
closing
third
the
and
gap.
fourth.
It's really raining now. This is going to
That's
cause
great.
no end of problems for the drivers.
I neither have completely dry or very wet. In between, I'm not that great. Whoa. Alright.
His lap time is quicker than the car he's chasing. Pedal to the metal. Flat out.
Even with that spin, I end up being
Race
faster
order.
than the car ahead
Williams
of me.
number 1. Heinz Harold Frenson. Jean Alesi. Gerhard Berger.
Alright, starting to see him again. That's good. Let's not get too excited this time. We just got to pass him. No spinning out. No pressing too hard. Just drive your lap. Hit your marks.
Let's see how his times compare. He was actually going faster than the race leader over the first section of the course.
That's great to hear.
He's really on a roll.
I think I see second, third, and fourth.
He takes fourth. Let's see how his times compare. He's actually up on the leader's time at split 2. He's just hit Frenson.
Oh, he spun me
It's
off the track.
Magnussen. I think that was contact with the barrier.
Man,
He's lost third place.
yeah, they're much faster on the
That lap
straightaways.
will certainly help him catch the car in front. He's up into fourth.
Please don't hit me.
Exceptional. That's up into second. That was actually a better first split than the current leader.
Alright, we're getting lightning now. That means heavy rain. I'm hoping it just continues for the whole rest of the race. Because I don't want to have to be switching between cold and, I mean not cold, wet and dry. Because I'll lose a lot of ground. But if it does happen, I hope it
closing the gap.
happens at a time where it's at the either very end of the race or I have enough time to recover to catch the lead again once I switch over to dry tires. Because I'm faster when it's completely dry or soaking wet, but not in between.
The car in front will be getting worried after
We're 4.5
that
seconds
time.
behind.
He's punching his way up through the gearbox.
.21 laps to go. I think I see the leader. Ooh, that light is so bright.
He's coming up from
Wow.
behind now.
All right, we're back in the lead again.
That's into first place.
Woohoo!
Race order. Jan Magnussen. Williams number 1. Jean Alesi. Heights Harold Franson.
So hopefully we're not like the one weekend where we had, I think it's fairly recently, maybe even the last race, where we had an engine failure twice in the same weekend. That'd be terrible. So far we have the fastest lap. I'm sure that was in the dry. Our lap times go way down in the wet.
That's halfway through the race. That's powerful acceleration there.
Oh, we lost it.
Magnussen. Just a touch of the barrier. That shouldn't slow him down.
I did a whole 360, buddy. I was more than a touch of a barrier. Halfway through this one. I haven't seen lap cars yet. Must be a pretty tight spread halfway through the race, no lap cars.
Race order. Jan Magnussen. Williams number 1. Jean Alesi. Michael Schumacher.
Number 1. That's a pretty awesome place to be in, is first place. We've been in number 1 place quite a bit and never pulled off the victory, usually due to a mechanical failure. So can we pull it off today without a mechanical failure? We'll have to tune in to find out.
That's powerful acceleration there.
I started to see the first lap on the hit list. "38-second lead, wow." Oh man, I see a lot more lap cars. This is going to be interesting. One at a time's not bad, but when you got several, it's chaos. Wow,
That's a Stewart.
That was all my
A bit
fault.
of a knock there, I think, Martin.
You're right there, Murray.
Alright, we caught this back again. Let's try not to go off course. Don't get too excited. Please don't knock me off the track.
He just hit
Whoa.
Mr. Hacknam.
Yeah, I lost control there. I'm not sure if that happened before or after I touched him. It was very close. Alright, we're 46 seconds ahead. Looks like Jacques Villeneuve is starting to catch us a little bit.
I think they may have
Whoa.
had a bit of a bump
Come
there,
on.
Martin.
I
Yes,
passed
that's
you,
true.
or half passed you several times here. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
He's hit Fisichella.
Fisichella hit me. I was on his inside and he didn't care.
He's accelerating hard now. Race order. Jan Magnussen. Williams number 1. Jean Alesi. Michael Schumacher.
15 to go. Seems like the rain's not as heavy now as it was. Yeah, I hear cars catching me. Come on, don't do this in between stuff. We need heavy rain or complete dry.
I may be speaking too soon, but it looks to me as if the rain isn't as hard as it was.
Yep. Looks like some people are starting to pit. Oh. Wow. There goes all those cars I just slapped. Is the rain letting up? Is it about to stop raining? I don't really know what's happening here.
He's hit Ralph Schumacher.
I wish my crew would tell me something. I wonder if I should be switching to dry tires. I mean, everybody's passing me, including lappers. The rain hasn't stopped yet. Whoa.
This is unbelievable. The two cars have smashed into each other.
Well, it spun around and they just like didn't stop. They just kept going. Yeah, everybody's passing me. I think I gotta do something. I mean, what are we doing now?
Magnussen.
Wow.
Just a touch of the barrier.
Why
That
is-
shouldn't slow him
Why
down.
am I spinning so much now? Oh, we're 40 seconds ahead. So let's see
I
here.
imagine that this will be his only stop. We'll know when we see how long refueling takes.
Absolute clockwork precision from the pit crew.
Let's see how we do
We've
on
got wet
6.
tyres waiting for you when you think it's wet enough out there.
I feel like I'm in the twilight zone or something here. Like, it sounds like I don't need wet tires, but you're saying I do. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. So we'll see if it's the right call or not. 13 laps to go. Crew's saying sounds like I need wet tires. The conditions right now are dry. Lost a spot.
Oh no! He's been caught napping there.
Alright, I gotta readjust again to this completely different track than it has been for the last, what, 15, 20 laps, something? 17 laps. So, this is a completely different track to race now.
Race order. Jean Alesi, Michael Schumacher, Williams number 1, Heinz Harold Frentzen.
Alright, so
He's
we're
got
up back
through
on the
to
podium
third.
again.
As the circuit begins to dry, the drivers will start to get problems with their wet tyres overheating, as there isn't so much surface water.
Ah,
about to
maybe that's
cool
what
them
was
down.
happening to me.
He's coming up from behind now.
Whoa, I'm in second. I'm in
Beautiful.
first. Whoa!
That's into first place. He's just hit Katayama.
I didn't know which way you're going, buddy. Sorry. So we went from dry to wet to dry again. And we had that lingering period in between where it looked like it was going to let up, but it didn't. And then later on, it ended up letting up, so it got wetter again, and it let up. So it's kind of hard to predict, which is really good, this variable condition in this game. This is really phenomenal for 1997.
We're
Oof.
entering the final stages.
We're getting to
of
half
the
second
race.
on us.
All
We're
the
only
drivers
2.8
left
seconds
will
ahead
be
of Jean.
focused on the finish. You can see shadows on the track now. The sun's really coming through.
So he's right on our tail. So we're not battling Jacques Villeneuve anymore, it's Jean Lacey. So see how this goes. Earlier we were faster than Jacques Villeneuve in the dry, but I don't know about Jean Lacey. He might have something on us.
Race order. Jan Magnussen, Heitz Harold Frentzen, Gerhard Berger, Jean Alesi.
Okay, it looks like we're gaining back on him now. 8 seconds ahead.
With only one previous Grand Prix under his belt at the start of this season, Jan Magnussen's got a lot to prove. Like his teammate Barrichello, he's only young,
Well.
23, but if his results in Formula 3 are anything to go by,
Oh, we
he
like
could be
someone
one
else.
of the new stars of Formula 1.
Looks like third sector I'm not as fast as second place, but first and second sector I'm faster. We've won 3 Grand Prix this year, so I think we've proven ourselves. Not many people win 3 Grand Prix in one season. Generally, if you're that good, if you have the right equipment, you're eventually going to win a championship. Unless you're just racing against one of the very best, like a
The
Schumacher or
track is
Hamilton.
dry and grippy, so we should see some fast times out there today.
That's good to hear. I'm glad we're not in that in-between zone anymore of wet and dry.
Look at that. He's just hit Damon Hill.
He hit me, actually. Did you not see it? Oof. Had to swerve to the left to keep from hitting him. Alright, what, 7 to go? Alright, anything can happen still though, so
Race order.
can't count your
Jan
tickets for the hatch.
Magnussen, Heinz Harold Frentzen, Gerhard Berger, Jean Alesi. The spectators round the track will be enjoying the beautiful weather we're having today.
So this is our third time in the lead. So it's kind of weird. Generally when you get the lead you keep it unless there's some kind of strategy problem. Or you're just battling, but I think it's just been weather and changes and all kinds of stuff. We got 11-second lead, just kind of holding constant. Looks like we're on the same speed as Heinz Harold Frentzen now in second, not Jean Alesi. He's got passed by Heinz Harold Frentzen and Gerhard Berger. I don't know if this drafting actually seems like I'm going faster. He's 180.
I think they may have had a bit of a bump there, Martin.
Well,
Yes, that's true.
He's done
we
a
kind of battled and I ended up
fantastic
winning
job.
that battle, I guess. Knocked him off the track. He was trying to knock me off the track. I guess that's what you get. Alright, we still got the fastest lap, 1:19.9, 6 laps to go. Anything can happen. We've been in the last few laps before and had engine issues or fuel line failure. If we do, it'll be twice in the same weekend, like I think it was last
One of the
weekend.
problems the drivers have to contend with is visibility. Their visors get very dirty out on the track. Every 5 laps or so they'll need to give it a wipe to keep it clear with the back of their glove or their sleeve. Of course, when it gets really difficult to see, they can
Yeah, I
peel
think I
off
was
one of the
drafting because
clear
I was
tear-off
one
strips
well
that
over
cover the
180.
visor.
And it took me to get 180 this time, unless I just had a better off corner speed last time. Five laps is a long ways. Some people, seems like most people, they only do 5 lap races altogether. I don't know how you really learn anything about tire wear, fuel management, strategy, variable weather. Like 5 laps is not enough time to do much. The car seemed to be going really slow. Maybe I got a mechanical problem.
Race order. Jan Magnussen. Heinz Harald Frentzen. Gerhard Berger. Jean Alesi.
Four to go.
He's really charging now.
Second lead over Heinz Harald Frentzen. So they were pretty equal through that first sector.
As he crosses
Looks
the
like we got off here
line,
pretty
only
good.
3 more
Yeah, I think that
laps left.
drafting really did help. So I think drafting really is a thing in this game. Of course, you don't have many opportunities to draft, because you have to stay away from the AI for the most part, or they will just run you over. 3 laps to go. Anything can happen though. And has happened. 15-second lead. Oh, they cut off a second there. That first sector. Wow. They're really coming. Putting it all in these last few laps. Burning up their tires. I don't know if we can hold on or not.
An interesting point to note is that both Williams and Jordan, two of the great innovators in car design, have opted for an oval air intake above the driver's head. It'll be interesting to see what difference this makes. It's the penultimate lap.
Yep, 2 to go. It's kind of sad to see that Williams isn't really that competitive as they were. You know, he's just talking about like they're one of the great innovators of car design, and you know, it's kind of like they're the back markers nowadays. And if they have a mid-pack run or somehow pull off a podium, it's like a phenomenal feat, where they used to win a whole lot during this day in 1997 or 96. It's interesting, the
Race
back
order. Jan Magnussen. Heinz Harald Frentzen. Gerhard Berger. Jean Alesi.
the back of the case of the game actually says that this game is based on the 96 season. Not that there are a whole lot of differences, but it looks like it might be the 97 season, but again, I gotta stay on track here. We're talking so much and try to win this thing. I only got like a lap to go.
Only
Anything
one
can
more
happen.
lap to go. He's calm, he's relaxed, he is in charge.
I don't know. I don't feel calm because I know that an engine or fuel can just cause a failure. Any fuel line failure or engine failure could happen anytime. So 13-second lead. Or it can just start missing and then I have engine failure a little bit later on. But if it starts missing at this stage, I think I can nurse it to the end, because usually I get a lap or two. That's what happened in practice. It started missing. I couldn't get up to full speed on the straightaways. If it happens at this point, that's kind of disappointing, because I mean I'm like right on the final stretch here. Are we going to win our 4th Grand Prix?
What
Woo!
a marvelous
Yeah!
race. What a
We
great
won our
win.
4th Grand Prix. We did it! We did it! We did it! Yes! Wow! 4 Grand Prix in one season we've won. This is just phenomenal. We still got one to go. Chances are we probably won't finish that race since we have failures out 1 out of every 2 races. But wow. Wish we were doing a season, but the game doesn't save it. So look at that. Unlike when the AI wins, none of the top 6 were lapped. Heinz Harold Frentzen got 2nd. Gerard Berger got 3rd. Sean Alazy. Then we think driver 1 Williams is the replacement for the non-copyrighted Jacques Villeneuve. And then Michael Schumacher the Great in 6th. And we got the fastest lap, 1:19.9. So that's pretty cool. Let's see how 1:19.9 compares. So wow, we beat the 96 race by a lot, but maybe it was a rainy race or something. And we beat our qualifying time by a couple tenths there. So that's pretty exciting. So we're going to do one more race. That's Jerez. There's no 96 results listed here. I think because the game came out pretty close to when the race was. I don't know if it was before or after. So that's why they don't record the results here. See, the event is October 26, 97. I think that's close to when the game came out in 97. So it doesn't even know how many laps the race is supposed to be. So we'll see you all next time.